Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to your girl, Deja's 411. Welcome to Deja's 411. I wanted to say, hey guys, hey. How y'all feeling today? Happy Saturday, happy weekend. You know, um, I've been sitting here thinking, I'm always thinking about something like I'm always in my bag. And I actually went live earlier, but lately, Facebook has not been letting my phone, like when I do videos on my phone, it has not been coming out clear. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a video on my computer this time so I can make sure the sound is good and so I can make sure you can actually hear me. Instead of hearing like static and sometimes you don't hear me at all. So I was like, it's probably best that I just go live on my laptop since that's been the only thing that's been working for me. But I'm so grateful. I did a video this morning, but you guys didn't see it, about gratitude and just how much gratitude is so important in our lives. Like, I just wake up with gratitude every single day. Now, it's hard to have gratitude every day sometimes. It gets hard to just be so upbeat sometimes and so positive when you have so much negativity and stress going on in your life 24/7. Even for someone like me, like, even for someone that's like that helps to encourage you and I'm your rock, even me personally, sometimes I get down and sometimes I need some uplifting. But when you, like, for me personally, when I think about where I came from, like where I started and where I am right now, it makes it so much more easier to just kind of deal with it and be able to just realize how much we have to be grateful for. Like, I literally came from nothing. Like, I wasn't like poor, but I was poor, like poor. So, there's so much that I have to be grateful for. And it's like, every decision that we make and that we don't make is creating a future event. Every decision that, like, when you decide to have certain people in your life, when you decide to invest in yourself, when you decide to wake up happy one day versus waking up angry, every decision that you make is creating a outcome for you. It's creating a future event that's going to take place. So when I wake up in the morning, when I make my decisions, I go in that mindset, like everything I do right now is creating something super amazing for me in the future. And then even a day from now, 2 days from now, a week from now, a month from now, is creating, okay? Life is about creating. It's about happening. It's about letting things just happen for you versus to you. And when I feel down, when I feel kind of like, discouraged, or maybe the business just isn't working right now, I think about the struggles. I think about the times I had to, struggle to make sure I had food to eat. I think about the times I had to sleep on the floor, or times, I had to see my family struggle and ask people for money, or times we had to get food at the food bank, or, just times when we didn't have much, and times when I didn't have my car, times when I didn't have the confidence to speak online to people, and just be transparent. I remember those times. And I remember and I know where I am right now and all that it took for it to actually happen, all that it took for me to be who I am right now and where I am right now. And that made me think about you guys. Like, you guys might have things you're going through. I'm pretty sure you guys do. Everyone has their stresses. Everyone has like struggles of life and of society. We all have these things we're going through. But just remember where you came from. Remember where you were a year ago. Remember where you were even a month ago. Just remember the journey. Remember the struggles. Embrace the struggles. Like, it's okay, because guess what? When you were in that current moment, when you were in the struggle and you were just thinking that this is it, like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this situation, you didn't see the end result. You didn't see the rainbow at the end, okay? You didn't see that. It just seemed like it was just like nothing but chaos, nothing but, just clouds and gloom. But you made it through. You made it through the struggles, you made it through the hard times, and you made it. Like, you survived, you didn't die. And that's the way I'm looking at it right now. Like, even though times are hard for you right now, you might be stressed out. Like, trust me, I can relate. But you might be stressed out. But just know that even though the situation seems so big, it's really not that big, and you'll get over it. You'll overcome it, just like you overcame every other past event that happened to you, every other past struggle that took place in your life. Like, you'll overcome it, okay? And I wanted to tie into the fact of relationships, okay? Building relationships, trusting in relationships, just, having relationships with other people. And I'm not talking about romantically. I'm just talking about building a trust system, okay? Like allowing yourself to be helped, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to open up to people, allowing yourself to be encouraged. Like allow people to do this for you, because guess what? You don't always have to be the rock. And that's what I'm learning for myself personally. Like, I'm always the person that fixes problems. I'm the fixer. I'm the fixer of problems. Like, when people have issues, they come to me. When people need uplifting, they come to me. When people just need encouragement or people just need advice, they come to me. And I'm like, I love being the rock for people. I absolutely love being the rock. But sometimes when you're so used to being the rock for other people, you forget that sometimes you need a rock. Sometimes you need someone to uplift you. Sometimes you need some encouraging words. Sometimes you need to hear that you're amazing. Sometimes you need to hear that, everything's going to work out. Things are good. Keep going, keep going. Sometimes you need that, when you're constantly the rock 24/7. So it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to like allow people to help you. It's okay to build that trust in that relationship in others and not feel like you have to take on every single thing. Because here's the thing, this is what successful people do. If let's say Steve Jobs. Do you think Steve Jobs invented the iPhone all by himself? Do you think he invented everything that he has in his life by himself? No. He had to trust in other people's ability in order to, support his dream, support his vision. He couldn't just do this by himself. So whatever it is you're working on, or just whatever stresses or struggles you're dealing with, just know you have other people that you can lean on. You have me. You might have, your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You might have a close friend. You might have someone that's in a social media networking group that you guys talk to all the time on a regular basis. Like, Facebook is like literally my family. Like, if Facebook went down and like everyone disappeared, I don't know where I'd be. Like, you have so many different people that you can reach out to on a regular basis to help you through your hard times. Don't feel like you're in this by yourself all the time. Some of you guys out there might be suffering from depression. You might, be someone that one minute you're up, next minute you're down, and you don't know why. And you just need someone to talk to. You feel like people aren't relating to you, like people you just won't understand and they're going to judge you. But just know, like, you'll be surprised how much people actually care. Like, I feel like, me personally, I'm just like, sometimes I feel like people aren't going to understand. I always feel like I know everything, like, but at the same time, I don't. Like, when you accept that you just don't know the answers to everything, and you just accept that other people are going to be able to help you if you just let them in, if you just open up and tell them how you're feeling and tell them what you're going through and seek help. Don't feel like you have to, put up a guard 24/7. You don't have to put up a guard 24/7. You don't have to be the rock 24/7. In order for you to grow, you have to let go, and you have to believe that there's other ways to solve your situation. I was telling someone this the other day. They were talking about how, it's just constantly going through the same situations over and over again. Like, they're constantly still always struggling with their bills. They're constantly feeling depressed. They're constantly, not being able to solve their problems. And I was like, well, have you learned anything new lately? They're like, no. I'm like, when's the last time you read an actual book and finished it? When's the last time that you actually sat down and listened to an audio and it gave you some feedback that you could use and apply into your life? When's the last time that you actually prayed? When's the last time that you seek higher guidance and from someone that's bigger than all of us? When's the last time that you actually talked to yourself and heard your inner voice instead of the noise that's going on around you? See, here's the thing. A lot of us, even you, I'm talking to you guys. I'm not even going to say us. I'm not even going to be vague. I'm talking to you right now, okay? You watching this video right now, okay? You right now have problems. You might not be able to pay your rent. You might be depressed. You might be stressed out about everything that's going on in your life. Nothing's working out. But just know the reason why you feel like you haven't found the solution yet, that's because you haven't learned anything new. Okay, you haven't learned anything new that it could help you solve your problem in a different way. The reason why you're consistently getting the same results is because you're still pulling from that old information. You're pulling from old knowledge. You haven't learned anything new, which is why you're still solving your problems in the same way. And that's why you're still in the same situation. So guess what? It's hard sometimes to solve problems by ourselves, but that's because you haven't allowed yourself to be open and vulnerable enough for other people to actually help you. Now, when it comes to learning new information, okay? When it comes to learning new information, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes consistency. It takes vulnerability. It takes being just open. It takes time, okay? It takes patience. You're not just going to learn everything in one night. You're not just going to learn everything that you need to know in 1 week. You might not even learn everything you need to know in 1 year. Okay, so that's why it's so important for you to let other people in. That's why it's so important for you to build relationships with other people. Because guess what? I might know something about self-development. The other person might know something about strategizing. Another person might know something about, I don't know, manifesting, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Like it could be a multitude of different things, okay? It could be a multitude of different things. But here's the thing. If you won't let other people in, you will never tap into that new information. You will never tap into that new knowledge, that new wisdom. And that means you will never be able to solve your problems, and you'll never be able to have different results than what you have right now. Yes, still learn it yourself, but take your time. Pace yourself. You won't have all the answers right away. Let other people help you solve them, or let them solve them for you if they can. And that's just what I'm learning. That's just where I'm at right now. That's where Deja's at. Deja's is to the point where it's though that she's just letting people help her. Like when I feel like I'm struggling, when I feel like, I'm getting stressed out, I take a deep breath, I meditate, I give myself some amazing affirmations, and then I surrender. I surrender and I let the happening happen. I let the happening happen. And you're probably wondering, like, what is she talking about? Like, she lets the happening happen. Like right now, your heart is beating. You're not making your heart beat right now. You're not making your heart beat at all, but your heart is beating, right? Right now, you're breathing. Right now, you're breathing in and out. My nose is always stuffy right now. But like right now, you're breathing. You're not making yourself breathe. Breathing is happening, okay? Right now, your eyes are blinking. Your eyelids are blinking. But guess what? You're not making yourself blink. It just happens. So you have to allow things to just happen for you, okay? You don't have to force the outcome for every single thing. I feel like we were brought up in a system of control, and everything's kind of systematic. You're used to waking up in the morning, getting ready to get your day started. You're used to going to sleep at a certain time. You're used to eating. Everything's systematic for survival, okay? We go to sleep to survive. We eat to survive. We get dressed to survive and stay warm. Everything is based out of survival skills, but you need to learn to just let certain things happen. You don't have to force every single outcome. Hey, Ola, how's it going? Hey, like I'm talking about something deep. Like you're going to want to definitely rewind this live, because when I tell you this live is like, it's amazing. So yeah, just like allow certain things to just happen for you. Life is about the happening. Life is about living in the current present moment. And I learned an amazing, way to learn to live in the present. I was watching a video of The Rock, and he was talking about how he learned to live in the present moment instead of obsessing over the future and instead of obsessing about the past. And I talked about this in the beginning of the video today, about pretty much like just thinking about everything you have to be grateful for right now. And think about where you came from. Think about your story. Think about your journey of what it took for you to be right here, right now. Like it took a lot for me to be right here, right now. Like for real, I literally had the potential to be a piece of crap. Like I literally had the potential to struggle. I literally had the potential to have no money, to have not a man that supports me. I literally had the potential to be one of these girls that don't care about nothing, always worried about what she can get out of people rather than what she can, assimilate herself and become. I could have been one of those people. I could have been addicted to drugs. I could have been a freaking stripper for all I know. I'm just saying, like I could have, like there's a multitude of different things that I could have been. But instead, I became this. I became someone who inspires people like you. I became someone who wants to contribute to society and contribute to the power of her family. I became the person that you can talk to about absolutely everything, and I will give you my honest opinion, and I will help you get out of your situation. I became the person that a lot of people consider their rock, and I could have had the potential to be anything. And the same thing goes for you. You could have been in a total different situation right now, but you made all the right decisions. You know, at the time, it didn't seem like it was the right decisions you were making, but guess what? Think about the most hardest decision you had to make. Now, when you made that decision, you weren't sure if it was the right decision, right? We didn't know if it was the right decision or not when we made that tough decision. But when you made the decision, it changed the entire course of your direction for your life. And when I think about certain things, like let's talk about my boyfriend for a second. If I didn't meet him, and if me and him didn't get together when we did, like my life would have been in a total different direction. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I need him, I love him, I want him in my life, but I'm saying like it would have been in a total different direction. Because he came into my life at the time he did, it created a different timeline. And I became a different person. You know what I mean? So it's like, now think back to a time where you made a decision. Thank you, Ola. Think back to a time where you made a tough decision. And if you didn't make a decision to go in the direction you went in, your life would have been completely different. You know, so it's like every single day we're making tough decisions. Every single day we're doing the hard things. Like we're overcoming the struggle. And just know there's going to be a great result for all of the efforts you're doing. There's going to be a great end result for all of the hard decisions that you're making today. So don't get so caught up onto the stresses that's going on right now. Because just like back then when you thought that you wasn't going to get out of the hard times, you overcame it. And you'll overcome these hard times too. And it's going to create someone that's even more amazing than what you are today. Like, it's kind of scary to think about how amazing I'm going to be a year from now, or a month from now, or 5 years from now. Like, I can wrap my mind around it, but I can't all the way wrap my mind around it. And it's the same thing for you. All of the efforts you're putting in right now, all of the sleepless nights you're putting in right now, all of the bad habits you're cutting off, all of the people that aren't uplifting, all of the people who have different goals to you that you're cutting off, and you're surrounding yourself around people who are ambitious, people that want more, people that, you know, are sharing the characters that you care about in an individual in life. The fact that you're doing that right now is like, people aren't doing that. But the fact that you're doing that, that is going to change the course of your life completely. Completely. I don't think you guys understand the timeline that you're creating right now. You're creating a powerful timeline that is going to give you an amazing outcome. Like, for real. Like, stuff is scary. Like, it's scary, but it's like exciting all at the same time. And you know, I'm excited for your journey. I'm excited for your outcome. I'm excited for your success. I'm excited for the impact that you're going to make. You're going to make an impact. I know you are, because you're watching a video like this. A lot of people don't watch videos like this. Like, I'm serious, they don't. Like, people are watching Netflix right now. Like, people are out on a Saturday, they're partying, you know, they're at the mall, you know, they're shopping, they're spending money that they don't have, you know, they're hanging around people that, you know, aren't uplifting them and not encouraging them to do and be more. They're not doing this. They're not watching videos like this that have to do about self-development. You know, they're not doing this, but you are. Like, you actually are doing more. Hey, Mercedes, cousin, putting the wisdom down, girl. But like, you're doing this right now, and I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of all of our efforts. Like, for real. Like, for real. I'm so proud of us, because me a year ago, I was a total different person. Deja was not Deja. Like, at all. Like, a year ago, I was like shifting into who I am now, but I was not all the way. I wasn't as confident. I wasn't as like bold and courageous. I wasn't as, you know, clear. Most importantly, I wasn't clear. You know, I'm still getting more clear, but I wasn't as clear. And, you know, I'm just like, I just have so much faith in myself, even though there's times where I'm like, oh, Khadijah, like, when is things going to work out? How is this going to happen? But I'm not worried about the how to. My biggest advice for you right now, which I hope you guys really take in and take into the heart and apply it, is just allow the happening to happen. Allow the universe, God, to just bring things into your life that you're putting out there of your desires, okay? All of those prayers, all of that manifestation, all of that meditation that you're doing right now, it's working. It is working, okay? It might seem like it's not working, but it's working. Allow yourself to have the patience and the faith and the belief that you're going to have the outcome that you're striving for, because it's working. Okay, it's working, and I'm just proud and happy to be a part of it, a part of you guys' journey. So I want you guys to keep watching these videos, watching my lives, because it's making a difference. I really feel like I'm making a difference into other people's perception. You know, even if I don't make a physical difference in your physical life, but if I'm making a difference in your mindset, if I'm making you perceive life in a different way, perceive your decision making in a different way, perceive the way you view yourself in a different way, if I'm doing that, then my job is done. Then I'm proud. Then I can feel satisfied. You know what I mean? You know, I just want to make an impact. I just want to make an impact. That's it. That's all I want. Just make an impact on other people. The same impact that I got from my mentor when I needed it most. I just want to do that for everyone else. That's about it. But all right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you got any great information from this, if you got any good motivation or inspiration, make sure you go ahead and like and share this video, because you know, what's passion without action? You know, what's passion without action? Passion is nothing without action. You have to take action with everything that you're doing right now. Every belief that you feel, every thought that you're thinking about, contemplating going, just take action on it, because I promise you, you're going to get the end result that you've been striving for, that you desire. Because the universe knows, God knows, and I just put everything in prayer. That's all I do. Put it in prayer. But all right, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys later. See ya. Thanks for joining D Just 411. Bye.